Teacher Jim.
I am Teacher Prince.
I am Teacher Jill. And I am Teacher Lisa.
And we are your teachers for today. Before we start our discussion today, let's honor first the presence of God. So I am requesting anyone who can lead the prayer. Amen. Okay, so good morning class. It's nice to see you today. How are you feeling right now? Very well. It's good to hear that all of you are fine. So this time, I have prepared here an energizer. So the title of this energizer is Yes, No, Stand Up. So in this game, I will be asking you questions, and all you have to do is to stand up if my question is answerable by a yes for you, and remain seated if it's answerable by a no for you. Okay, so here are those 5 questions that I will be going to ask with you. Okay, so number 1 is, do you love English subject? Okay, if it is yes for you, you are going to stand up. If not, then remain seated. Okay, number 2, do you have a special someone right now? Do you love pizza? I really love watching Netflix. Jollibee is my comfort food. Okay, very good. Thank you for participating, everyone. So I hope that everyone is now awake. Class monitor, please list down the students who are not present today. Okay, good to hear that all of you are present today. Okay, class, can we arrange your chairs and pick up some pieces of papers under your chairs? Okay, thank you, everyone. Now, before we dive into our proper discussion, we will have first our classroom rules. Okay, rule number 1. Listen to the speaker. Number 2, raise your right hand if you want to speak. Number 3, always be honest. Number 4, be a caring friend. And number 5, always try your best. So I hope that everyone will be reminded for all of those classroom rules. I am clear? Very good. Okay, so last meeting, I gave you an assignment, right? Kindly pass it to the front in a count of 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you, everyone. Okay, class. Who can remember what was the topic of this class last meeting? Yes, Andrea. Yes, very good. So last meeting, we have discussed about adjectives. So when we say adjectives, it is a word that explains more about a noun. Okay, so let's move on to our new topic today. Do you have any ideas about creative nonfiction? Yes, Kate? Okay, very good. As we all know that creative nonfictions are texts about factual events that are not solely for scholarly purposes. And also, creative nonfiction has 8 types and forms. So later on, I will be discussing about this.
Before we proceed to our main topic today, let us have first our motivation. The words below are the example of creative nonfiction types and forms. All you need to do is to find the missing letters. Raise your right hand if you want to answer. Number 1. Yes, Miss Jill. For number 2, let us have Miss Philip. For the number 3, let us have Mr. Jim. styles and forms. First, we have the autobiography. So it is a self-authored story of a person's life. So when we say autobiography class, a person writes according to his own experiences, personal perspective, and it may be challenges or achievements throughout their life. So this is also the reason why famous people write their autobiography to inspire more others. So next is biography. So it is an account of someone's life written by someone else. So for example, the famous Philippine popular drama MMK, which showcases the real life stories of people.
Okay, next is literary journalism report page. So when we say literary journalism report page, it is a fact-driven and requires research and often reviews. So one of the examples are journalism, news articles, and also report page provide detailed information of the event. So next is personal narrative. So when we say personal narratives, it is to describe a specific story in your life. So it focuses on the author's experiences, emotions, and reflection. So this is meant to deliver an impactful point or to your audience. So next is travelogue. So when we say travelogue, it is a person's account of journey to another country or place. So it can be either a written report with mainly factual details or a narrative story about personal impressions and experiences supported by images. So when we say travelogue, so this generally gives detailed information about the attractions of a place that people get tempted to go there on their vacation. So next is reflection essay. So reflection essay, it is an essay in which the writer examines his or her experiences in life. So reflection essay, it goes beyond a simple recounting of facts and encourages the writer to explore their feelings.
Next, we have true narrative. So the writer tells a story about a real experience. It is a story that is based on a real event, aims to convey factual information while engaging the reader to a narrative structure. Next, we have blogs. So a frequently updated web page used for personal commentary or business content. So it is our online platforms where individuals or groups regularly publish articles, often in conversational or informal style. So next we have blog. It is a digital record of ideas and thoughts published and shared in video format. So, it feature a person directly speaking to the camera, providing more personal and visual storytelling experience. They are commonly shared on a platform like YouTube. So next we have here testimonial. So it is an authentic narrative told by a witness who is moved to a narrative by the urgency of the situation. So they serve as a means of sharing one's perspective, often to provide evidence, support to a claim, or offer insight into a particular situation. So this brings us to the end of our discussion. For further questions and clarifications, you may raise
raise your hands. Do you have questions, class? So if none, I will test if everyone is learning.
If you have understood what we have discussed earlier, why is it important to know the different types of creative nonfiction? Yes, girl at the back. Very good. It is important to know the different types of creative nonfiction because it fosters more effective communication and a deeper understanding of diverse perspectives and subjects. And also, there are some important several reasons on understand the different types of nonfiction, just like effective communication, audience engagement, purposeful writing, and etc. And let us proceed. In a one-half crosswise, choose among the types and forms of creative nonfiction below, and find the distinction between and similarities using the Venn diagram. So this is the 5 choices, and you can only choose one. For the first choice, autobiography and biography. Number 2, reflection, essay, and literary journalism. For number 3, personal narratives and true narratives. And for number 4, blogs and vlogs. For number 5, travelogue and testimonial. Okay, for your assignment, in a one whole sheet of paper, browse at least 10 examples of fictional stories. Again, in a whole one sheet of paper, browse at least 10 examples of fictional stories. Any questions or clarifications, class? Okay. Thank you for listening today. I hope you learned something from me. Class dismissed. See you tomorrow and have a nice day.